Okay, today I'm talking about how to make your shotgun information at the top come up on screen when you collect the shotgun. And I also fixed some glitches with the shotgun when you pretty much cycling through them. I'll talk about that in a minute. So right now you don't have no shotgun, so you can't shoot nothing. And you don't have any indication at the top that you have a shotgun until you collect it. Collect the shotgun, and you see up there it says shotgun 10. Press spacebar to use your shotgun. Alright, so I want to press spacebar, grab my shotgun, shoot him. Alright, and then I'm going to collect my other gun, which is called the blast gun 10. See, now I got 10 of that. Press shift to use that one. So you press spacebar again, nothing happens. If you press the middle button on your mouse, you go back to the knife. Spacebar, you shoot the weapon. So that's what I changed. Before it was all about spacebar, and it was confusing the computer. I couldn't get the right weapon to pop up when I wanted it to pop up, so I have to change the controls a little bit. So press the middle button on your mouse and it goes back to the knife. Then when I press shift, I get the blast gun. And then when I run out of my blast gun, it should go back to the knife. It goes back to the knife. Space bar to get the shotgun, or press the middle button on the mouse to get your knife. Space bar. Then after you run out of your ammo, you go back to the knife. Now you could potentially press the space bar and get the gun again, but you already have it now. But when you press the button to fire, nothing happens because you have nothing until you collect more ammo. Gain 5, you're able to shoot. Alright, so and the game, there we go. I want to go back into it because it's kind of froze up for a second there. I just want to make sure that everything's okay, or if it was the computer for a second, and then I will explain. Takes a second to come up. So I'm going to try to repeat the process here. I get the weapon, space bar, shoot him, then I run out. Okay, just want to make sure I'm able to shoot after I collect more ammo, because alright, so it works fine. Okay, so let's see, let me talk about hiding the information, the ammo first. So in this room right here, I have object ammo 2 and I have object ammo 1. I've split this up into two parts because before I only had one red block that had ammo 1 and ammo 2 in there. Now I have it in two parts because, you grab the one gun, then that label shows up. Grab the second gun, the second label shows up. So you have to make it in two parts. Alright, so ammo 1 here, do a create event and coded sheet in the control tab. You say global.ammo equals 0 because you have nothing at the beginning until you collect ammo. The draw event, and this projects it on the screen. I'm not going to go in detail too much because I've already talked about this, but this is going to align it in the location on screen at these coordinates here. And then the color and the text, of course. And then the same thing happens with ammo 2. It's called ammo 2 global. The first one said just ammo. This one said ammo 2. Gotta make sure you change it to a different, give it a different name because you have a different weapon. Then the draw event, which is going to draw on the screen at 200 by 30 in that location called the blast gun. That's your second gun you collect, and it's called ammo 2. So it projects that on the screen in this location. Alright, now when I collect the object gun box, I am going to let's see. Alright, before that, this image right here, which is the gun image, it states that you can shoot when you have the gun. When the gun is available, when it shows the image of the gun, you're going to have a crate event and then a coded sheet in the control tab, and you're going to say you can shoot now. This is what that's stating there, is that you can shoot, and it's set to true. With this gun image here, it's at depth minus 1000, and you can press the space bar and it will switch your hand with the knife to moving the gun up, animating it up on screen. L statement, then variable from the code from the control tab. The variable states that if your ammo is out at 0, if it's equal to 0, it's going to go back. It's going to switch your gun image to the animation of the weapon, the knife going up. Alright, so if you're out of ammo, it's going to move your, it's going to get rid of your gun, and it's going to not get rid of it. It'll still be in your inventory, but it's going to move the gun away, take it off screen, and it's going to move up the animation of the knife. Or if you press the mouse button in the middle, it's going to go up, which is not here. It's talk about that in a minute. When I first start the game, on screen we got no object gun, and then at the bottom here, this is object gun, no object gun 2. So when you first start the game, you want to have your images of the guns to be blank. Alright, so you want to have no image of the gun because you haven't collected it yet. So you're going to have this square up there first. Depth minus 1000, the draw event, and you're going to project it on screen at these coordinates here. And then the gun image 2, which you haven't collected yet, minus 1000, draw event, and then project the image at 500 by 200. So I kind of work backwards here. You're going to have the no object gun for the first one, no object gun for the second one. This is the blast gun, this is the shotgun. And then when you collect the blue box, which is the shotgun, then it's going to switch. It's going to basically create an instance of the gun. It doesn't switch. You're not switching. I'm trying to think. You're basically, I think the image of the gun, yeah, what's happening here is it's just created an instance on top of the blank image of the gun. So the blank image of the shotgun, the blank image of the blast gun, you're going to say create an instance, which is going to throw this on top of the empty squares of the shotgun and the empty square of the blast. So you're not doing any switches here, you're just throwing it on top. So basically you have two layers. You have these two layers here, which are no gun, and then you're going to have create an instance which is going to put another layer on top of this empty one, which is going to show the shotgun, and which is going to show the blast gun on top of this. So these images do not switch, you just put another image on top. Alright. And then with the blast gun, you're going to use the shift key, and it's going to switch your object hand with the knife to moving the blast gun up. It's going to animate. And then else statement, if the ammo 2 is gone, you have no more ammo for the blast gun, it's going to switch your blast gun 2, your gun 2, to animating the knife up, and then you're able to use the knife or press the middle button on the mouse, and it's going to allow you to switch guns or switch your weapon. And I'm trying to think where I put that information at for switching. So when you have the knife, okay, it's in your gun. Okay, so you have your shotgun, right? When you press the middle button on your mouse, it's going to switch the shotgun to animate the knife up. If you choose to save your ammo for your gun and you want to go back to the knife, you can press the middle button on your mouse and it'll switch the object gun, which is your shotgun, to your knife. So animate the knife up. Same thing applies for the blast gun, object gun 2. When you press the middle button on your mouse, it's going to switch the shotgun, or not shotgun, but the blast gun, to the animated knife. And it says self here. You can use self, or you can use you can click on an object and choose object gun 2 if you wanted to. Faster, just keep it self. So anytime you choose, you still have ammo for your blast gun, you can press the middle button on your mouse and you can get your knife to show up and save your ammo for next time. Alright, and so then, like I said, when you collect, and then, hold on, I'm sorry, then you have a object hide ammo 1 and object hide ammo 2. So that's these question marks here. So when you first start the game, you don't have your gun, your blast gun, or you don't have your shotgun. That's what because you have these two question marks here. That's going to make it not show up. So you do object hide ammo 1, do a create, then a coded sheet, and control tab. You're going to say deactivate. So you're going to deactivate object ammo 1, which is showing your text on the screen of your gun. So that's not going to be. It's not going to show your gun anymore. I mean, it's not going to show your gun text on screen because you haven't collected your gun yet. So it's going to deactivate that when you first start the game for your ammo 1, which is your shotgun. Then ammo 2, which is your blast gun, do the same thing. You're going to deactivate object ammo 2, which is not going to show your text of your blast gun information because you haven't collected your gun yet. So it deactivates that text at the top. That's why when you first start the game, you don't see any of your text information of your weapons up top because you haven't collected your weapons yet. So it's going to deactivate this block and this block, which is your ammo 1 and ammo 2. So these question marks are going to deactivate these two until you collect your gun. So when you collect your gun, it's going to destroy the object hide ammo 1. When you collect your gun 2, it's going to destroy your object hide ammo 2. So it's going to destroy these two question marks here when you collect your shotgun and your shotgun 2. I mean your blast gun 2. So when you collect your shotgun, it's going to destroy ammo 1. When you collect your blast gun, it's going to destroy your ammo 2. I'm sorry, not these, but it's going to destroy these question marks. So when you collect your shotgun, it's going to destroy this question mark, which then is going to project your text on the screen. When you collect your blast gun, it's going to destroy your hide ammo 2. And you also have to, so it's going to destroy your hide question marks, right? And then you need another text that's going to say activate. Because if you destroy it, it's not going to reveal it, of course, until you say activate. So that's one thing I didn't mention. So when you destroy the text, because you want to make sure you destroy the text, because if you put activate object ammo 1 to show the text, then you're going to have a double layer. You're going to have probably don't need to destroy it. You know what I'm saying? But I would just destroy it. Because like I said, you're hiding it, right? And then you're going to reveal it by saying activate. You probably don't need to just say destroy the hide ammo 1, but I would just destroy it. Destroy the question mark, and then it's going to activate the object ammo 1. And same thing with the object box 2, the gun box 2 for your blast gun. You're going to destroy the hide ammo question mark, and you're going to activate the ammo 2. So I could potentially like maybe delete this and see what happens. So I'm deleting the trash can to delete the hide ammo. Let me just give me a second here. I'm just gonna try something, test something out real quick. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go into the gun box and delete this destroy hide ammo 1, and it's going to activate this, of course, ammo 1. I wonder if this is not necessary. I'm going to delete that. So right now it's going to hide the text, of course, for your gunshot. But I don't think you need that trash can. Okay, so it's hiding it right now. The question mark there is hiding it. When I collect the gun, okay, so you don't need that destroy information if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? What I was talking about, like it was destroying the hide ammo, the gun ammo 1, which is the shotgun. You don't need to have that trash can there if you don't want to. It's not necessary. Okay, yeah, it's not necessary. So I'll go ahead and get rid of it because it's not needed. It's just an extra step that's not required, really. So I'm just going to delete the trash can, which is going to just talk about the hide ammo question marks. You can leave that. You can leave that alone because it's invisible anyways. You know what I'm saying? And you're just going to activate the object ammo 2. So it's not required that you have the trash can to delete it. Delete the question marks, and then when I pick up the ammo, the gun, shotgun, and the blast gun, I'm going to say show object message 2, show message go. So it's going to show this information right here, which says press spacebar to use shotgun. Then message 2 says press shift to use a blast gun. And this is just text that pops up on the screen for 100 seconds, and then it's going to be destroyed. Projects it at 200 by 200 in the middle, pretty much. So I kind of fixed this information here because this message go was actually showing a different message for like the prisoner, and it didn't make sense, so I had to refix this message box here. And like I said, I had to refix the rotation of the cycling of the guns because I was pressing the space bar, but it wasn't rotating correctly with all the guns I had, or it was showing a gun in my inventory which I never collected, you know what I'm saying? So it didn't make sense. Because when I first started the game, I had both guns already on screen, which it didn't make sense because I haven't collected it yet. So I want to collect the guns first before I go through my cycling, because I think I never found out a way how to fix it. It was like I just kept the guns in on screen when I first started the game, and then you're able to cycle through all the guns, but you had to, you know, it doesn't make sense because you never really collected the gun, so why would you cycle through that gun? So you had to separate it from shift and spacebar, because for some reason it was still showing the gun that I haven't collected yet, so I had to change it to a shift instead of spacebar. So shifts for the blast gun, and then the shotgun's spacebar. If I have the same key for both weapons, and it rotates to both weapons, and I haven't collected the second weapon yet, so it doesn't make sense, you know. So I had to separate that, and have one for spacebar, one for shift. Alright, this will conclude this video. Thanks for watching.